Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I apologize for starting a little bit late today. I woke up feeling not so great, which is not unusual for me, but as you can probably tell, a little stuffed up, kind of phlegmy today, so that'll be, I'm sure, fun for everybody to have to listen to while I talk. I wanted to start earlier, but yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. We're going to be doing more Divinity Original Sin today. I've got my dog here with me, Cooper. Can't see him on the camera. I'll start uploading to Instagram soon. It's going to be mostly dog and cat stuff. I've never really used Instagram before because I'm old and I don't know how. But that'll be a learning experience. How's everybody doing today? Good? Better than me, hopefully. I got my tea here. I try to help with the throat a little bit. Non-caffeinated. Don't really do caffeine. It's just I don't know. I've never been a coffee guy. I don't really like the way it tastes. I try not to drink caffeine. Just for like health reasons or whatever. But I also don't have anything against it necessarily. You don't have to like feel like you shouldn't do it. Because I am not a doctor. So I hope everybody's having a good, what is it, Wednesday? Middle of the week? Middle of the week grind. Hope everybody's doing okay. Having fun at work or staying at home, hopefully, given the way things are. But yeah, let's get into it. Music. I'll load up the game here. Let you guys enjoy the background music. Okay. So, last time, what did we do last time? I felt like at the end of that stream, I was not satisfied with what we had accomplished. I felt like we didn't really do much. But then when I look back at it, I'm like, oh yeah, we went to the end of time and met at least one god. Maybe two. I don't know what that green lady with the horns was. Though she seemed to know us. And we met Jahan. and he joined our party. He seems cool. Actually, he seems very unchill, but that's okay. We'll make up for his unchillness with how chill and cool we are. Everybody just be cool. We were still in the middle of the murder investigation for Jake, I believe.
The hunters go stalking in the night by the needles.
Oh yeah, we met that
End it all in blood.
we met this guy. A Glander. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be very much fun to listen to today. If anybody joins chat, I assume you will immediately leave once upon hearing my snuffly voice and me sneezing all over the place. I took some meds, so hopefully it gets better as the day goes on. I don't know if I'm going to do a full 4 hours today. I just don't know if I'm feeling up to it, but we'll see how far I get.
In the night.
A Glander
of the million bleeder, they'll end it
wants
all.
us to kill the librarian orc lady, whose name I can't remember. Victoria, that's it. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because I'm a good guy. I don't know what kind of guys we are yet. Honestly, we haven't done enough to really figure that out, but I feel like we're leaning towards being good. So I think we're gonna go talk to her about this because it seems like a bad time for everybody if we just start murdering librarians.
Soul Shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a creeping for you, Victoria.
I don't like him at all. We have that Headless Nick stuff. I'm gonna probably look up a guide for that because last time, like I said, this is one of the parts that I actually did try to do on my first playthrough, and I think the scripting broke. I think, yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm going to take a quick break because I got to go blow my nose, and I don't want to do that on stream. Here, I'll give you guys some music. I'll be right back. Apologies, everybody. I know this is going to be a rough one. Ugh. Feel like I've been sick for years at this point. But we will keep on keeping on. The tea will help. Undoubtedly. Tea always fixes everything. I've learned. So, yeah, the Headless Nick stuff I'm going to put off just because I want to focus. Really what I want to focus on is this murder mystery and get to that body. I just don't know where it is. So we're going to keep exploring the town. If I can't find it sooner than later, I'm definitely just going to look up where it is. The game is maybe not the best at giving you direction as to where you should go. And like, I'm of two minds, right? Like, I don't necessarily want it to just handhold me the entire way of like, oh, here's a checkpoint on your map, go there. I get what it's trying to do. But, like, it literally hasn't told me where his body is being kept, and none of the characters I have asked about it seem to know where the body is being kept. So that makes it difficult. Like yeah, give me some direction. Like in game, give me a means to find the thing that I am looking for, right? Okay, so let's go back to the library and talk to the orc lady, which is in the town hall, I think. Hello, Cyseal. Cyseal's maid. A very nice house. Some good-looking ham. Gotta love ham.
Brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to.
I'm gonna save before I talk to her, just in case something weird happens. Because, you know, it seems like weird stuff tends to happen in this game, like we might get transported to the end of time or whatever.
Turjageta, friend.
Let's discuss Glander the Elf.
Kiralizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much anguish. Eglandir's tale is heartrending, though it seems that in the pursuit of retribution, he has himself become as great a ghoul as those that wronged him.
I guess I explained to her what the situation was.
Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving creatures, why must he make me the target of his imperishable hate? Whom have I ever harmed? I live for books, not brutality.
Please don't murder me. I love life so much. Life, love, life, life, love, 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 life. We like being alive. We like being alive. We like being, oh, we like being, oh, we like being alive.
So, let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though, first let me say this. Hashizm bil kushum zunum.
Okay.
From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you. So pray, let me pose the question. What do you advise we should do?
I get it. Making new languages is hard. I'm assuming that's Orcish? I have no idea. I don't know why she would know Orcish. She was not raised by orcs. It is but your amulet that the elf wants as proof of your death, so why not give it to me? I can have him arrested. Let's change the subject. Well, those are both good options. I feel like giving him the amulet is a very video gamey solution. And this game feels like those kinds of choices are going to have more realistic consequences of, like, if you just give him the amulet, he might eventually figure out that she's still alive and try to kill her anyway. But I don't think she's going to want to get him arrested, so let's go with that.
My amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
All right. I have 0 in all of those and 1 in reason, so... Well, I'm gonna lose this. Paper, I guess? I don't know. Yeah. Rock. Oh, I won that one. Okay. This is such a weird way to solve these kinds of... I mean, I guess you have to come up with something, right? And it's maybe more interesting than just doing straight up dice rolls. But it also... I don't know. I don't know if it's actually just 100% by chance, or if my level in that skill actually increases my odds. I assume that's what it does. Rock again. Oh, she did paper twice. Paper. John wins. Roland wins.
When you put it like that, I guess I cannot say that it is.
Level up!
I do this very reluctantly, but fine. Have my talisman. May it fool the elf that would see me dead.
Thank you. Log updated.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
Armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Sterntecken.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
We're all really good friends.
Where's the third one gone?
Okay, level up.
Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Level 3, level 3. What are these guys at? They're both level 3 as well. And they are quite far away.
A brief history of sorcery.
Yeah, level 4 is
Teleron
11,000
will
points,
have to
so
pay yet another fine.
it'll be 10 hours before I get there. 2 ability points, 1 talent point.
A brief history of sorcery.
Let's get out of here so I don't have to listen to her do the audio stuff. Find a quiet place to look at our skills here. Talents. All skilled up. All skilled up gives you 2 extra ability points to spend. That seems pretty good. Void Opportunist gives you the ability to evade attacks of opportunity. Backstabber allows a character to backstab with daggers, knives, rondels, and rapiers. Bully boosts non-magical attacks by 50% against opponents with slowed, crippled, or knocked down. Courageous grants you immunity to fear, but you can no longer flee from combat. Elemental Affinity lowers the action point cost of spells by 1, standing in the surface of the same element. Oh, I keep hitting the camera. Sorry, guys. Escapist allows you to flee combat even when enemies are right next to you. Far Out Man increases the range of spells scrolls by 2. Spells and scrolls. 5-star Diner doubles the effects of food. Know-it-all decreases everyone's attitude towards you by 20, but gives you 1 extra point in intelligence. Leech heals you when standing in blood. A character with Lone Wolf can no longer have a companion, but receives a 70% bonus in base vitality. Don't want that. With My Precious, every time you hit or get hit, your gear has a 50% chance of not losing durability. Pack Mule doubles the amount of weight you can carry. Pet Pal enables you to talk to animals. I want that. Politician gives you 2 bonus points in charisma, but you lose a point in intelligence. Scientist gives you a bonus point in blacksmithing and 1 crafting. Jahar already has that, so I'm fine. Stench decreases everyone's attitude towards you by 25, but melee opponents will find you less attractive in combat. Walk It Off reduces the duration of statuses that have a bodybuilding saving throw by 1 turn. Water Rush increases your turn action points and maximum action points by 2 when your vitality is below 30%. And Zombie lets you heal from poison but causes damage from regular healing. I think I'm going to go Pet Pal for Roland. Because I want to talk to animals. I mean, all skilled up is probably pretty important to have. I'll get that next time. 8 hours from now when I level up again. Abilities. So I could dump them into Bow. Which boosts damage by 20%, which seems pretty good. Willpower reduces the chance for receiving status effects. Always learn and use 5 novice, 2 adept, and 0 master expert marksman skills. Leadership. Oh, he's already got... Man, I wish I had gone here and messed around with these character builds before starting. He's already got blacksmithing and stuff. Ugh. Well. Is what it is. Nasty deeds, lockpicking, pickpocketing, sneaking. Lockpicking is probably pretty useful. Let's look at Muriel here. Muriel. I should really decide how I'm going to actually pronounce my character's name that I made. She have anything different? I'm going to give her all skilled up. Upgrade her lore master. Let's look up some character stuff. Let's not. Let's fly by the seat of our pants and see where that gets us. How about? Could upgrade her pyrokinetics and her geomancing. I don't know that there's anything else really. Boost initiative and damage, and chance to hit. Charisma determines the first impression you make on other people, and your talent for charming, intimidating, and reasoning. That does seem important if I'm going to be doing a bunch of checks. I wonder what his is. He doesn't have any charisma. I should get her to be the one that's talking to people. Maybe I'll make her the party leader. I'm gonna maybe bump up her charisma. And pyrokinetics. Done. For him, See, Jahar has... like an innate for those. So I think I'll let him be the crafting dude. I wish I could reallocate these points because they're going to go to waste. I really should have customized these characters more if I was going to do this, but what's done is done. Let's dump more into his expert marksman, just so he does more damage. Methinks. And I should sell some of this stuff that I don't need. Alright. Let's go talk to this psychopathic elf. Boy, I wish I knew what I was doing. Story of my life, huh? We'll bumble our ways through. I don't know if she needs to have it in her inventory to do it. Let's again save before we do anything.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the hand. Here I wait for thee in the dark. But the stab shall bring the light. Minister to death. That is what I want of thee.
Well, sometimes we all get disappointed, Glander.
Yes. Yes. Have you made the orc feel the black and biting cold center toward the gangling grip of the greedy grey?
Man. I don't even know. This dude is not right in the head, but I guess that's not unusual given the stuff he's gone through. You know, I'm sympathetic to that, but also, he's clearly off his rocker. Here you go, Victoria's amulet.
Yes. So it is. So it is. By Angus the Impaler's favourite steak, you've done well by me. Oh, Ravager of Gazaldagar, the last of their line is dead. The house of Gandavan has been avenged. Sweet flowing blood. The quest of decay is at an end. My wealth is yours. My life is death's. By the hollow sockets of the Voidwood Eye Gouger, I bid thee thanks and fond farewell.
You're welcome, I guess? Oh. Just hope he doesn't go to the library. I'm gonna follow you. I wonder if he just disappears. Yeah, he's gone. He no longer exists in this plane. I guess that means I don't have to worry about him anymore. Alright, well. Job done, gang. Everybody's alive. She doesn't have her amulet, but whatever. Ooh. Unidentified antique cloth armor. Unidentified old crossbow. And 55 gold pieces. Not a bad haul. Can I take this chest? No, it's too heavy. Alright. Inventory. How do I identify items? I need a looking glass probably thing, right? but they were expensive. You level 1 lore master and identifying glass to identify. I think she has lore master, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. So I need an identifying glass. Well, we'll save that for a later date. For right now, let's explore the rest of the town. Which I'm not sure where I haven't been yet. Can I go into the... Can I go into the basement of this place? I can. Well, that seems bad. Oh yeah, I can talk to animals now. Come here, rat. Talk to me.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
Come on. They just say squeak. Okay. There's nothing down here. No dead Jakes. There are 0 dead Jakes in that basement. A disturbing lack of dead Jakes.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with...
Let's talk to this cat.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward honey won't be
Do I not?
Purring sound. Mind control vibrations.
Oh
I'm
no,
sure.
he's the one that has
Don't
it.
Be seduced, comrades.
That cat is
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back.
Who are you?
I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since.
Tell me about the ship you were on.
A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say.
Neat. You were the only survivor.
So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm.
Oh.
But I do long for a companion of my own kind. And in that regard, there is no one like Maxine.
No. Can I meet one character in this game who's not either insane or horny? About Maxine, I guess.
Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat.
I hope you guys were on board for horny cats, because that's where we're at right now.
She likes me. I know she does.
Uh-huh.
I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed.
I have some other questions for you.
By all means.
What's your take on the undead?
People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still, I do test them. I mean,
Sorry, monthly
they're
walk?
so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1.
Can you tell me more about the orcs?
Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was. A loss to us all.
Okay. Yeah, new log added. I might have to get this cat laid.
Come now.
Oh.
Surely you've met your match.
I suddenly regret getting that perk.
The closest I've got to my maximizing the
Okay. So... we were exploring in this direction when we met the elf guy. So let's continue in that regard. I'm betting there's not much else over there. We're gonna get to the gate. General store closed indefinitely. Huh. That's a shame. I probably could have used a general store. Maybe a place to break into later. Oh yeah, this is just the gate. So maybe we weren't over here when we met that guy. I don't know anymore. What is this place? A morgue? Hell, that's probably where a body is stored. We did it, guys. There's no one here. Excellent. Dead bodies. Why is there no one tending the morgue? Ah, coffin maker or a mortician. Hello, sir.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
Tell me about yourself, I guess.
This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Cyseal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless.
Okay, what can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say such like.
I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life.
Uh-huh.
We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace.
You buried him? Oh, no. These fucking bumpkins buried.
What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the third degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a business here.
It was a murder. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to fucking dig up this dude's body. Man. Damn it. You'd think... Why didn't Arher stop that? He's smart.
What's the bad news? More orcs.
How much money do you
rampaging
have?
through the docks?
None.
Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
I'll take my leave. You have no information. Can I get in here? No, I cannot. That's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Graveyard. So it was east. To be this way? Yes. I think we've been here once before.
Quiet. The council has been murdered.
It was a wooden crate. Is everything in it? It does. Milk. I'll take that. Adult antler. Mystics say the spirit of a stag remains in its antlers until they are burnt to ash. The spirit may be turned to magical purposes. Okay. I'll keep that. Save again before we move on.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
Okay. I mean, good for her.
Here lies Patrick. You can kill me, but you'll never kill the dancer inside me.
Right.
Here lies Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged spirit, or a lovable prankster ghost?
Neither, ideally.
Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so.
Ooh, a mushroom. Probably poisonous. Yeah, they look very poisonous.
Here lies Judith, warrior princess.
Are these three people all buried in the same plot? Just stacked one on top of each other?
Killed in the line of duty. I want to go home.
Okay. Guys. Graveyard.
Here lies Kimberly. Finally.
Hey, you and me both, Kimberly.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Yeah.
Here lies Helen.
So many
killed
dead
by an
civilians.
enraged zombie.
It's an
I'm
honor
sure
to
we
visit
can
the
talk this
fallen.
out.
The fallen have no use for honors or visits. Their days have passed, ours have not.
Okay.
Let us not waste them on pointless ceremony.
All right, Jahan. You don't have to. We get it. You know?
Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Cyseal. Get off my grave, you jackanapes.
Fair enough.
Here lies James, as usual, the filthy fibber.
Filthy fibber.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Cyseal pie in the afterlife?
I doubt it.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
Well, there's our guy.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Lamb chops.
Here lies Nemris,
Rest in peace,
master of
darling.
philosophy.
Guess I'll talk to her first.
Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace. I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter Loni. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed.
I got tea all over myself, guys. One of these days I'll learn how to drink without making a terrible mess. One day. Not today. Someday, though.
I smell. Loni never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Loni lapped up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance.
And now I'm gonna have to find him, aren't I?
She was killed less than a week after she joined.
Oh no, she's dead.
Here she lies. And here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
Where are you?
Sorry?
Are you playing without me?
In memory of Loni, death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
It's actually a very nice tombstone. I hope mine is that poetic. I'm not gonna have a tombstone. Cremate me or throw me in the forest to be consumed by wolves or something. I don't know. Alright, let's talk to this. Well, I'm gonna save again. And then I'm gonna talk to this dog.
Are you here, Jake?
Oh, this is gonna be sad.
Hey, wow. I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are. Wow, this is great.
Okay, dude. Don't have to do me like that. I guess you are a dog.
Rest in peace, darling.
I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great. Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favorite hobby too.
Tell me about yourself, boy.
You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake. He was awesome.
Huh. Actually useful information.
If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much. Seriously, so much. You have no idea.
Gotta go now, boy. Okay, so Jake is not buried there then. Interesting.
Rest in peace, darling.
Oh, Jahar has something to say. Jahan, sorry.
This dog we met. How true a creature he is. How loyal and unwavering in its affections. His master is dead, but not even this, not even nature's great betrayal of life, stops his warm-heartedness from beating.
I like you, Jahan. More and more with each passing moment.
Animals. Dog and deer, elk and eagle. We burden and butcher them, wretches that we are. These pillars of creation, we topple them, though their spirits are so very pure. They do not scheme. They do not deceive. Perfidy. That is the human condition.
Okay.
This kind, this trusty beast. He is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one.
Likes animals, does not like humans. Humans are but vile creatures when you get down to it. At least animals are still one with nature. Indeed, man may be the master of creation, but how he abuses it. As ridiculous, humanity's accomplishments are remarkable, and its faults don't make it inferior to badgers and earthworms.
Wise words. To approach humanity with the same distrust as one would approach a grinning goblin is to be ready for the stab that is to follow. I know. For I have lain on silken cushions in marble palaces, and I have lain on wet leaves in soggy forests. Vastly do I prefer the latter. Oh, the occasional thorn may pierce your skin, but at least you are aware the sting is not that of a poisoned needle hidden by aspiring rivals.
You've certainly lived a life, haven't you, Jahan?
In the animal kingdom only one is free. Beware the wolf, yes, beware the bear, but their rules are honest. The kingdoms of man, they are built upon the blood of the ones not strong enough to lay claim to power. This dog, it is a creature worthy of your affection. The ones you see around you, the men and women of this world, they are not.
I don't know that I necessarily 100% agree with that. Okay, so his body is not here, which is troubling.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake?
I mean, I'm gonna have to dig this up, but I bet it's not gonna go the way I plan. So, I don't want this lady to die.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Okay.
That shovel has proven worth its weight, it seems.
Yeah. And I would have done so more quickly if someone weren't hovering over my shoulder like a nosy ant. No.
Indeed. And who knows what manner of riches we'll unearth together with this tried and true treasure digger.
Enough to finish this mission with a long vacation in the tropics, gazing side by side at a burgundy horizon if we're lucky.
Really? We just used a shovel, guys. We're not... Alright.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Huh.
Rest in peace, darling.
£70, huh?
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake?
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Sheep are pretty big. We dug up Jake's coffin and found that a sheep, rather than Jake's body, was buried inside. Clearly someone made off with the body, but who and for what purpose? It is imperative that we find out where the counselor's corpse was taken. Okay. That's some development. Now, should I dig up all of these other graves? Hello, rat.
Nemrys is the greatest philosopher in the land, you know. I'd give me left whiskers to be half as smart as him.
Isn't he dead? Isn't this his grave right here?
May the seven keep you.
Here lies Nemrys, master of philosophy.
I'm worried that if someone sees me exhuming graves, they're going to get upset. Because it seems like a crime. Oh boy. Or they turn into ghosts.
Look here. Even a sage and author as renowned as I is flattered when mortals dare among the dead to seek him out. Well, here I am, Nemrys the Wise. You may go wide-eyed with amazement now.
This game is weird. I dug up this ghost. He doesn't even have anything to sell me. Great. Tell me about yourself.
As if I need introduction. Nemrys the thinker, the theorist, the visionary. Come now, surely you lack the time, as I do, for such silly questions.
You're an author?
Oh, I've written so many celebrated treatises, but of course you have read and revered the philosophy of death, the diamond in the crown that is my literary legacy.
I think I might have saw it in the library, but I don't remember it.
There isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages percolating with perspicacity. Alas, that so few show an understanding of my words, so few show the expected intellectual growth when I put them to the test.
Okay, can I read your philosophy of death?
You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that blueprint of genius that is my inimitably esteemed essay. Never fear, though, for each and every library in Revellon boasts a copy, the gilded cherry on their paper pie.
Okay, so I gotta find the book and then I'll take his test. I kind of want to keep digging up graves, but I figure it's gonna go south at some point, so maybe we'll save that. This probably won't take very long. The library is not too far away, I don't think. So we might as well. Might as well go back to the town hall. Which is where? Here? Yes. And we'll find this book. The sheep thing. Maybe there's a sheep herder somewhere who has some information about Jake's murder. Oh.
Oh, golly gosh. One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Cyseal with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here.
Can we stop saying puss so much? I don't want to get banned, guys. I just started. It's only my 3rd stream.
But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure.
Well, at least she's not super horny. Tell me about yourself, Maxine.
I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence.
Queen Maxine, Queen Max. I guess it technically does. I wouldn't say it's a great rhyme. Ask about Unsinkable Sam.
Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. But that pet of a puss simply doesn't have a penny to his name.
I mean, he's a cat?
At the risk of sounding as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well starve, wouldn't they, with an alley cat for a papa? Oh dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite of standards.
Your fucking cat. I'll ask some further questions.
But of course, darling. Be my guest.
Tell me about Cyseal.
Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more urbane tastes. But one has to make do, hasn't one? The fresh sea air does go to great lengths to invigorate one's spirit, that much I'll admit. And it is rather jolly to watch the ships sail in laden with all kinds of exotic wares, full of the little treats the mayor likes to spoil me with. Darling man, he dotes on me so.
This cat sucks. Don't you fear the undead?
Heavens forbid. No, fear is rather too strong a term there, hunter dearest. The predator's instinct is a trait we share, you and I. And though those rancid ramblers may not be quite as easy to put to the claw as mice are, I assure you, they are just as easily outwitted.
Well, maybe for you. As stated previously, you're a fucking cat. Do you know Mayor Cyseal called you how should I put this, a canine?
Oh my golly gumdrops, he did what? The nerve of the man. I knew he was hard of hearing and soft of wit, but this is a new low even for him. Oh, do calm down, Maxine. Compose yourself. Envision a calm ocean filled so plentifully with fish they positively flounder on the beach.
Okay, lady.
There we are. Indignation has been dispelled. No longer do I care that booby of a mayor called me the C word.
Okay, well, that's a choice I guess you could make as a writer. I don't...
A nervous twitch suddenly makes Maxine's whiskers wiggle.
Was that her narrating herself?
I don't care in the least.
Well, sorry, Sam. Looks like you're not getting any of that cat tail.
Slinking charlatans, more or less. I wouldn't trust a cat as far as I could throw. And I'm a world lead cat tosser.
Esmeralda does have
Okay, we gotta find this book. Maybe the librarian can help me find it.
Torjageta, friend.
Yeah, let's discuss the elf again.
He has Lazim az Ajtenek. You have saved me. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It is a terror to know someone prays for your demise, but you have undone it. The sun that is your chivalry has dissolved the dew that was Eglandir's hate. May the gods bless your heart and shield your soul from harm.
May I take books from your library?
Indeed you may.
Oh. Oh, she's giving me rewards. That's good. I'll take a fire arrow, unidentified wooden fire wand, and unidentified old cloth shoes.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry?
I really need to grab one of those
What mayhem.
identifying spy glasses. Okay, let's try to find this book. Philosophies of Death. This is it. I think.
The night in see-through.
The Philosophy of Death. Let us briefly discuss life and death. Well, I'm going to cheat by using my phone to take pictures of this, so that I can read it while we talk to the dude. Now, is this cheating, or is it the ingenuity of the human soul overcoming great
Still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet
stuff?
another fine.
Good wordsmithing, John. You did it. I don't even need to keep the book. I can put it back. Alright. Let's go talk to this ghost.
Place.
More holes than a slice of this fine golden bread.
Brita, the animal vendor, claims to have lost a sheep. If we find a missing sheep, we should tell her. We found the rotting remains of a sheep. Oh, I forgot that we talked to her. I'll talk to her next after I do this ghost thing. I know I keep saying, no, we gotta focus on the murder, and then I keep going and doing other stuff. But come on. Talking to a dead writer of some sort. That'll be fun, everybody. It's over there. Huh. Is that outside the walls? It is. I don't think I can go there yet. Or I shouldn't. Okay.
The very fact that you seek me out once more is in itself a token of wisdom.
Save first. So that we can save scum if we need to.
The very fact that you seek me out once more is in itself a token of... Do you
Let me do the
truly
test.
feel you are ready to prove that you have read and understood the philosophy of death?
Hell yeah, I am.
Then we shall proceed to test the mettle of your acumen forthwith.
Make it so.
Between life and death, death is the greater force. So argues the clergyman. Is he correct?
Let us briefly discuss life and death, the great opposites, the great equals.
Rest in peace.
Death is a greater force, so argues the clergyman. Death is greater than life, so saith the priest, for in death comes the gods' just reward. But if this be true, whether that reward shall be the solace of heaven or the agony of hell is decided during one's lifetime, and therefore life is much greater than death, for it is the decision maker. Of course not.
Of course not.
Correct, he is not.
Correct. He is not.
Let us proceed. Life is life's own goal. The question that is itself the answer. Good. Now I am unburdened of all worries, am I not?
And what of those who care not for the gods, who question the afterlife, the existence of deities? Life is life's own goal, they say. A wise sentiment I echo, and that even priests would do well to heed. But how often does doubt assail these revelers of life? How often does fear approach with the creeping of the shadows? So great becomes the looming horror that death becomes larger than life,
Rest in peace,
and death becomes the greater force. Forget the promise of the gods, I say, but to defy the fear of oblivion as well. For only if life and death become each other's equals can the philosophy of death become one of life. Death is the instigator of faith and fear, but only if you let it be so. If you can gaze into its obsidian eyes, knowing it is the be-all and end-all, but fear neither, then shall you have reached the shore of wisdom. Okay, so life is life's own goal, the question that is itself the answer. Good, now I am unburdened of all worries, am I not?
Jake?
Hmm.
Where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake?
And what of those who care not for the gods? Life is life's own goal, they say. A wise sentiment I echo, and that even priests would do well to heed. But oh, how often does doubt assail these revelers of life? How often does fear approach with creeping? Not entirely, no.
Not entirely, no.
I concur.
I concur.
Last query. Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal. Is this my salvation or my undoing?
Forget the promise of gods, I say, but defy the fear of oblivion as well, for only if life and death become each other's equals can the philosophy of death become one of life. Boldly do I scorn the bonds of faith and fear. Death I dub thee life's equal. Your salvation.
Your salvation.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Most impressive. Nothing short of miraculous. You have verily fathomed the message of my book. My
Nailed it.
undying respect is yours, to an extent.
I did it, guys. I'm so smart, and I didn't cheat at all. Wink.
I may rest content in the knowledge that my legacy is in good hands. Ta-ta! I shall see you in the next life.
Yay! Unidentified sharp two-handed axe. And unidentified old cloth shoes. Really need to identify stuff. Okay, let's go talk to this sheep lady. Maybe sell some junk that I've got in my inventory. I think she was in the market square. Methinks. Ooh, barrels. Take that? Yes, thank you. Fancy feather. I think this is where I teleported and found that lady naked in the tub. Oops. I doubt the vegetable vendor has much money. Let's see if the Fletcher has any cash on her.
What sort of arrows do you want? Freezing?
She's got some. Okay, what don't I need here? I don't know if I need to hang on to books or if I can sell them after I read. Like, once I read them, I don't need them again, right?
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Okay, cooking pot seems like a bad idea. This crossbow I don't need. I want to keep that fishing rod. I don't think this blackjack's going to be useful, but I'll keep it for now. Everything else seems fine. Oh, okay, well, do that. Source Hunter robe I don't need. Yeah, well, no. I'll keep that.
A good day to you.
Hang on to those. Don't need that.
Quiet day on the
Gonna
market,
keep
it seems.
those, but I don't know why. That seems like it. No, I don't want to give them to them for free. I want money. How much would she sell them back to me for? That's stupid. Oh well. I have enough money now. I could probably buy. Who has the magnifying glass? Not this guy. Potions lady, maybe. She probably needs that stuff for science. I'm sure I could find one.
No, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need.
Yeah,
of
200 is a
scrubbing.
lot.
Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one
Oh,
of
can she
my
identify
rare
items?
scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Will she do it for free? Identified unidentified old clothes shows will cost you 10 gold. No. I don't want to spend gold on that, thank you. It would be cheaper than buying the magnifying glass, I guess. There's gotta be somewhere, one sitting around here somewhere. Yep. Take my leave. Save. And talk to this lady.
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, if you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd.
About your stolen sheep.
Oh, Ogget, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me
I didn't bring it with me, lady.
plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton, not even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will ya? Me little mouldering darling.
I didn't bring her with me.
I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced.
Well, she did.
This is intolerable. The momentum of time is slipping through our hands, and you fritter it away on conversations about decomposing mutton. Focus.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human.
I don't
say.
necessarily disagree with you, Jahan. We found Burrita's sheep, but who could have stolen it? We found the rotting remains of a sheep. Could be Burrita's. She really doesn't have any other information for me?
All right, if you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up. I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty... Oh, Ogget,
Well, where would she keep sheep? There's a big pen back there with a cow. I'll talk to the cow, maybe.
Today, I think, a king. The great Cyseal and his rainbow of war machines.
Well, there's a sheep. Let's talk to that sheep. Reginald's spare key, an old key. Now to find what it unlocks. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Please and thank you. Pitchfork. I'll take that to sell. Hello, sheep.
If you think black sheep are weird, try weird sheep.
Oh, man. Come on, guys. Everybody out of the pen. Don't want her getting away. Oh, well. Ooh, another sheep.
I've spotted something.
Darylyn's House of Healing. Hey, sheep.
Milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out to get me. I know it. Meh.
Can you milk sheep? I guess you can milk anything that produces milk. Would you want to, is the question. Ooh, there's... And... fuse. Probably need that to make grenades. Ranch.
Moo! Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poor dear hasn't had a proper night's sleep in months.
Okay, cow. Whatever you say. Tombstone.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it?
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
And a disgrace to whomever is maintaining this gravesite.
You step away from the...
Whose grave is that? Compassionate. What does compassionate give me? If you have the compassionate trait, critical chance is increased by 3%. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not stopping me from just doing it anyway. I need to talk to this guy again. Maybe to his chicken.
She'll realize soon enough that a little part.
I'll figure out who murdered Jake before the day's through. Just you wait. Detective Kip is on the case.
If you could help me, chicken, that would be great.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Discussed Evelyn.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful Certainly, what would you like to know?
You know anything about Jake's murder?
The counselor, terrible from what I can tell. It seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent.
I'm starting to suspect Evelyn here.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless relics for you to destroy.
I mean, I didn't do it on purpose. Tell me about yourself.
I've been studying under Celeron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my, well, suitability for the work. I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to see things put in order. From a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound or as senseless as an epidemic to take a human life?
Got your healing stone.
Reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too.
She's not going to give me anything else. So maybe I have to sneak into these... Well... Let us... Let us dig up this grave and see what we get. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Right, guys? Oh, I can't do it now. Shit. Well... what was the last save? I lose 6 minutes of progress. I can live with that. I don't feel great about scum saving those kinds of choices, but
Sauce hunters, eh? If you've got a favourite ship. Oh, Ogre. Yeah.
is what it is.
This is intolerable. Good day. The momentum of time is slipping through our hands, and you fritter it away on conversations about decomposing.
Yes, yes, Jahan, I know you're very upset about many things all the time. I get it. Yeah, those guys are still dead down there, huh? I feel like we should do a little more investigating before we assume these graves. But also, fuck it, right? I think I need to stop playing this game like a normal RPG. I'm expecting someone to, like, you know, give me some dialogue dump that shows what I'm supposed to do next, but clearly that's not what's going to happen. The only way forward is to brute force my way through stuff. Type. Use wood. But my suspicions are definitely coming towards one of these people.
Move. Don't.
I give milk.
So let's save again here. And let's dig up this grave.
We and our shovels will do as we...
That's right. Let's get
As you prepare to break ground, you gaze at the dirt beneath your feet once more.
All right,
All right, time to get digging.
Here's hoping we find something worthwhile.
Here's hoping we find something.
You plunge your shovel into the earth.
Oh, God. I was right the first time. Vindication. Why would it explode? Who? God. Should have trusted my instincts, guys. I knew I was right.
The earth here seems to have...
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
That would be an insult to the dead.
And a disgrace.
You step away.
I'm compassionate, everyone. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I think maybe we need to get into this guy's room. I need to investigate. I'm going to...
Dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots.
I'm going to detach everyone from him. And then I'm going to go sneaking. Open that door. Don't I have the key? Oh, do I have a different key? Which one did I pick up? Each a gate key, Reginald's spare key, an old key. Now to find what can I... Oh, Reginald. I don't know who Reginald is. Huh. Alright, well.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle
It's
you.
clinic. Maybe talk to Esmeralda again. I might have to talk to the guard captain. That's not where I want to go. or whatever his name is, and tell him that Jake's body is not in that that grave, and figure out if we can find out where it might be. I'm kind of running out of leads here.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Starstone. I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
Let's discuss your husband's
Listen,
murder.
if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims.
Yeah, they're not so ridiculous. Actually, pretty, you know, unridiculous. What do you give me for this pitchfork? It actually doesn't do bad damage. Whatever. I'm not equipping my guys with a pitchfork.
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
Maybe I have to sleuth into her home and investigate that way.
But seeing that I'm neither.
Huh. Well, let's go talk to the guard captain about the body. Oh, I can set markers. That's good. Do they show up on my map? Go here. Well, doesn't show up as like a... Okay. Oh no, I can indicate. Okay, that's good. That gives me some means by which to navigate. Although he wasn't in the Legion's headquarters, was he? Maybe he was. I don't know. I can't remember. Arher might have some information for me as well, now that I know the body's not there.
Sorry, sir.
I need a...
Sorry, sir.
I will take these. No one's gonna accuse me of stealing. I need a more sneaky character if I'm gonna start doing the stealing stuff.
Oh, what now? What about it?
Subject Jake's
I
corpse.
see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hire yourself to Roberts the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it was him.
That's a good point, actually. I should have thought of that. He would definitely know if someone had buried something other than a man.
How can I help you, my friend?
You can't. Okay. Well, let's go talk to the fucking dude again. Roberts. Let's go to... One of these days I'm going to get better at navigating this place. There we go. Oh, he's got a book in there. I want to read that book. Come on, gang. Move faster. How are we doing on XP? Eh, not bad. Not that I'd be able to upgrade anything necessarily, but I assume getting levels gets you more hit points and stuff, like better stats. I assume. I don't know for sure. Okay, where are you, Roberts? Upstairs still? You're lucky I'm not good at picking locks.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks?
Jake's
Or
body.
those sheep? That's a whole heap of nonsense. Don't bother me with such wild tales.
Oh god. I should have saved before I came over here. Damn it. Look, it's clear I'm only a few steps away from solving this mystery. If you don't tell me the truth, I'll simply find another way. Why delay the inevitable? She should be the one doing this. This is not going to go good. Well, I'm actually... The thing is, he gets 3, so if he does it, I'm fucked. Yeah. I wonder if you can do this multiple times. Probably not. Would defeat the purpose. Damn it. Paper. He seems to go the opposite of whatever I did, so he's gonna go scissors. Nope. Well.
Why should I help those louts? Most of them would do anything to avoid paying a few extra gold pieces for a proper funeral. And anyway, I haven't got a thing to... Enough of that bloody business.
Well. Oh boy. Well, I can just go straight from here to Roberts then. And I'll have her do that because she's got the plus to charming, I think. Yeah, she's got plus charisma. Okay. Okay. I should save before every single conversation I have on the off chance that I'm lost. Where am I? That I'm gonna have to do one of those rolls. Oh, there's like a forge and stuff back there. That would be useful. I bet. For crafting and whatnot. I might go for another hour. I'm going to take a break in about 15 minutes, and then we'll do maybe another hour. I don't think I'm up to doing 4 hours today. Sorry, guys. I know most streamers do like 8-hour days, and I'm, you know, I would love to do that. I have a hard time. And plus I've got other responsibilities, unfortunately. But maybe this weekend I'll do like a longer 6-hour stream or something like that. We'll see. Okay, douchebag. Tell me what you know.
So, what's the bad news?
Jake's body. I'm going to try to charm you. This is a more even playing field here. Unless I just get everything wrong. tricked you. Damn it. Well, here we go. Saves come everything. One day I'll do a game where I don't save scum. I'll play an RPG or something where I just let the chips lay where they may. But in this case, we're gonna go all in on not doing that. Seems to prefer rock for some reason. I just did paper. So he's gonna go scissors? No. Let's go scissors. Well, see, he's playing me now. And so he thinks I'm gonna go paper. So if I go paper, he goes scissors. Let's go rock. Yeah. And now he thinks I want to go rock again. Damn it. Go scissors. He's going to go paper again. Yeah. And he thinks I'm going to go scissors again. So I should go rock. Damn it.
Why should I help?
Stupid.
To avoid paying it.
I think there's a mod you can get that makes it so you always win these competitions. Okay. Damn it. Rock. Paper. Paper again. Shit. Paper again. Oh, man. Come on. Oh. I'm so bad at these games.
So, what's the bad news?
I'm gonna get you this time, dude. Don't worry. Fucking focus, John. Rock. So he just went scissors. Got you. Yes. Mind games. Okay, so he thinks I'm gonna go... Scissors again. Yep. Seems like maybe he does the same pattern. Scissors again. No, rock. Let's try scissors. Yeah. Got you. There's a logic to what the AI does.
I suppose you're right. A corpse is one thing, but I couldn't stand to have the disappearance of a living soul on my conscience. Come, I'll tell you the whole story.
Excellent.
I buried that blasted sheep, but I swear on my lucky left foot I had nothing to do with that body disappearing.
How was that possible?
1 minute it was on my slab, you see. I left the room for just a moment to answer the bell in the front parlor, and when I returned, the body was simply gone.
Okay, somebody switched it out.
In its place was a sack containing more gold coins than I could even count. The message was clear. Silence is golden.
Well...
My business has been declining right alongside the rest of our blighted city.
Mm.
And that sack of gold was worth more than I made during one of the good years. I needed cash, and someone needed my silence.
I feel like your business would be booming considering all of the people... Well, I guess most of them are undead.
I knew I had to bury something or risk being found out. So that night, I stole into the market and made off with Bertia's fattest sheep. It was a bloody waste to stick so much fine meat into the ground to rot, but it had to be done. The next day, the pallbearers retrieved Jake's coffin, sealed to hide the body's terrible wounds, none the wiser that within the casket lay nothing more venerable than a slaughtered beast. Now, you can imagine I've spent more than my share of restless nights wondering who could have wanted that cadaver and for what purpose. I'm not an inch closer to imagining the why, but I've got a few inklings as to the who. Near as I can reckon, there are only 4 people who could have been involved. Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Theleron's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda.
Okay.
Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know. And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined.
Yeah, but he's an idiot. Well, don't judge a book by its cover, I guess. Why do you suspect Captain Aureus?
Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains.
Okay.
Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't.
Why do you suspect Evelyn?
I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that.
It's a good... Well, she's my primary suspect, so...
And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Where's the shack? Why do you suspect Esmeralda?
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
Okay. Well, it gives me some more clues to follow, I suppose, although it doesn't exactly... Patrician Roberts admitted to stealing the sheep. Discovered that there are 4 possible people that might have taken Jake's body: Mayor Cyseal, Captain Aureus, Aelin's apprentice Evelyn, and Esmeralda. Whoever the culprit is, he or she has better start shaking in their boots. I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna ask him some more questions here. I figure there might be another check.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
About the bag of gold you received for keeping quiet about Jake's body.
That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it.
Come now, you're a good man and a pillar of this community. Hand over this blood money before it stains your reputation and your conscience. Unless you'd like to involve the Legion in this matter, I suggest you hand over the gold immediately. Surely Beretta, whose sheep you stole, deserves this money more than anyone. Hand over the gold so it can make its way to the rightful owner. Reason. I've got reason 5, motherfucker, so... let's do... he's gonna go rock. Nailed it. I should definitely dump more points into that skill, because if I have to do this continually, it seems pretty important.
Well, with all the troubles plaguing Cyseal, I suppose us natives ought to put our finest feet forward. Here, take the gold, and give it to someone who...
Thank you! It doesn't show me how much he gave me. But let's go give the money to, what's her face? Berta. I'm interested to investigate the shack that he talked about, but I assume I'll have to talk to the different suspects to actually gain that information as to where it is. My guess is probably out in one of those fields if he said it was overrun by the undead, which is fine because I have to go out there anyway. But we'll explore all avenues, try to piece together who I think the most likely suspect is. I feel like this is going to be one of those situations where the game is setting it up where, like, any one of them could have been the murderer, and I'm going to find evidence for all of them to be the murderer, and I'm going to decide who I think is actually the murderer. But there won't be any necessarily right answer.
That louse! Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel. Captain Aureus will have a thing or two to say.
No, wait. I brought you gold. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to have happen. Was there another way to do that? Did I just steal that guy's gold? Oops. Oops-a-daisy. Don't know how much gold she had on her. Well...
Sorry, sir.
Oi! Mr. Head Honcho Legionnaire! The Source Hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
He didn't.
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
He didn't steal it.
I'll have a talk with him, madam. You, again. Do feel free to... What about it? It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Cyseal. Ah, what was he going to... He has a lot to answer for. But not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
Heard you were seen at the Morticians.
You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this sordid affair? You dare accuse a captain of the Legion? Get out! No, the Source Hunter. Oh, what about it? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. What about it?
Okay, he doesn't seem very interested. I want to give her the money back. I'm glad that didn't turn out worse than it did. Oh. Okay, well. Didn't really give me an option to not tell her. Like, I just wanted to give her the money. I don't want to cause more trouble for the coffin maker. Like, he's just caught up in a bad situation.
If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets gold. How much exactly? Enough to cover the costs in...
Berta should take the gold. She deserves compensation for Robert's misdeeds.
Bertia should take the gold.
That's right. If anyone should benefit from this situation, it's
for Robert's misdeeds.
That's right. If anyone should benefit from this situation, it's Bertia.
Aye, nothing to replace me old girl Oggett. But I suppose a bit of gold certainly softens the blow. Thanks for that, Source Hunter.
No problem. I didn't gain anything for that? Alright. Well. Okay. I think it's break time, everybody. Don't let the dog outside. grab some more tea, maybe. And then we'll be back for at least another hour, maybe more. Depends how we're doing, but we're getting somewhere, I think. Kind of. Make sure I saved. Yeah. Always got to double check. Okay, we'll put you guys onto the be right back screen, and we will be right back. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. Took a little bit longer than I'd anticipated, but we're back now. I got some more tea. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream so far. Thank you for checking it out if you are watching it. I think we're finally getting into the meat and potatoes of Divinity here, or at least this investigation. I like games that give me the ability to be a CSI for a little bit. Okay. Let's get back into it. So, what did we learn? That pretty much everyone I had already was suspecting is a suspect. And that I need to narrow that down somehow. I guess we'll just start talking to people, right? Like, I don't think Esmeralda's gonna give me much, but I want to find more about this secret cabin that this wizard dude has,
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
where it might be located.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Certainly, what would you like to know?
Tell me about the Plague of the
I
Undead.
applied myself to that problem for two. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believe. The Counselor, terrible loss that. Though we were, from what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The effect...
He's not going to give me anything.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless
I don't think I should just come out and say it to her, right? Like, that doesn't seem like a good thing a investigator would do. Could maybe... Chicken, do you know? No. I mean, nobody's gonna come right out and say, oh yeah, it was me. Mysterious murder. We discovered that there are 4 possible people that might take Jake's body. I doubt the mayor will give us anything.
Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
I doubt. We can ask, though.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
I mean, I wonder how people will react when I do it.
What?
It might give me something.
Oh, it's you! Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
So nothing. Well, I guess let's go accuse her. It's the only option I have. It's the only option we got. What choice do we have?
Hello again. Terribly sorry. Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Okay.
That strange reaction you...
I mean, that's her story, I guess.
To bemuscle you.
We may just have to go find that cabin. I want to see if Esmeralda has any new information for us before we do that. Because that would be all 4 of my suspects talk to, and all of them deny it, of course. Ooh. Talk to this chicken.
What on earth would an undertaker want with the likes of Huggett?
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to...
Yeah, no, not going to give me anything. Okay. Well. Let's keep exploring then. I want to check out the blacksmith stuff too. To see if there's anything I can use there. And then maybe we'll go beyond the gates. So what other... Oh, I gotta talk to the cat. I'll see how much other stuff I can check off the list before we go out into the wilds and see if I can level up again. Take every advantage I can get, right? I mean, we're a far away from level 4, so that's probably not going to happen, but... Okay, we got an anvil. There's a barrel here. Nothing in it. Water. Stone wheel. And furnace. Smelt stuff. He has blacksmithing and crafting. Repair, use a repair hammer and click on the item you want to repair. I don't know if he has... Yeah, he does. He has to save the same. So it doesn't matter. For right now. For right now. I really should have... Live and learn. Can I sharpen her sword? I think I tried this. Yeah. See, like a level 2 or something. Okay. Well. What about crafting? I can make a homemade dagger. Make arrow shafts. Do I have any other arrowheads right now? I don't think so. No. That's fine. Okay. Let's check with these guys.
I'm overheating here.
Ooh. Generation scroll. That.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Water arrow. Alright.
Murder within the wall.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned.
That contraption you've got there.
Oh, whose invention? The stasis blaster. Quite a sight, no? The ray can singe a zombie or skeleton to ash in a matter of seconds. These days, we legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. You can bet it's no small amount easier to blast those flesh-eating monstrosities from a distance than to get within striking range.
Seems useful.
Don't ask me how the blaster works, though. I just make sure the thing's hitting its target.
So if I brought enemies over here, would you be able to hit them with it?
Honored to meet ya. Wish I was a source hunter. Dangerous line of work, but it's a damn sight more.
So, the wizard's crafted a device intended to keep the undead at bay, has he? Little did he expect we'd recognize the hulking source sapphire he's using to fuel it. Careful now, comrades, and tread lightly. There's no telling when that madman's doomsday device might gain sentience and turn its rays on us.
Source Sapphire, God help us. Do you think Arthur could have known the dark nature of the stone? Installed it. Why don't we keep along this poisonous path, carry on with our insidious investigation, and keep the crackpot coming to yourself? I think with one. Considering the scope of Arthur's power and knowledge, I'm certain he knew exactly what he was doing. Like too many of his kind, he must be in league with the dark forces that threaten all of Rivlin. I doubt that. Hint of dark magic about the device. Don't let Medora Pinner settle you. And let's go 2.
To be met with such derision by my own comrade. Let me tell you a little something about. You know, if I recall correctly, a source sapphire does have a particular sheen about it. Yes, and I think that in fact, an authentic source sapphire buzzes with the trapped souls of 1,000 innocents too. Perhaps. Well, no matter if this particular gemstone is innocuous, the principle remains.
I mean, I guess, lady. Didn't open these. Or I did, and they just don't have anything in them. Rat's tail. Yeah, that's what I need, is rat's tails. Patty Cake Volume 1. I think I already read that. Ooh. Here we go. Inventory crafting. Arrowhead, arrow shaft, and an arrowhead. Combine. More crafting ability. Really? Alright. Inventory. This book. Find a feeling that can be when a group of rough and tumble adventurers gather around a fire to lose the chill and share tales of beast slayings, love lost, and victories seized from the jaws of evil. Perhaps when a cooking pot appears at the fire's heart, the promise of a thick stew or tender pie beckoning iron depths. Didn't gain anything. I need to just sell all these books. Let's go talk to the cat. I don't know why, but I feel like he might be able to help us. Here we are. King's Crab Inn. Chip chip cheerio. I shouldn't do that. Sorry to all my potential British viewers. I have nothing but respect for you and your people. I mean, I'm technically part of the Commonwealth, so, you know. Keep forgetting who has that ability.
I think I'll sleep by the fire tonight, once the regulars stagger home.
About Maxine.
Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones, said to have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage.
How long have you been alive?
A band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch. Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Worn perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be the Caesar again, and Maxine my Caesarina. By all means.
Concerns myself with such things.
Okay, so we gotta find his... Sam told us he used to wear a fancy collar. If we could find it, Maxine might be convinced. We learned from Maxine she doesn't... Okay. But no indication as to where it is. On the beach somewhere. Probably. Okay, let's see, what else can we get into? Headless Nick. Forming the crowd.
Tell me, Alistair,
Tom, the wannabe adventurer. Cecil's mighty staff.
fabled wizard of Hunter's End.
Counselor's wife. Murder, Kay. Expedition Church.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
With believing that some whimsical statue is granted. Fly. It seems like all the stuff I'm gonna have to do is gonna be going out of town now, except for warming the crowd. So maybe we'll do that. So let's go take a look at that book that has the play. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah. I don't know why I want to do that necessarily, but anything to gain experience points, I guess. Oh, sorry, everybody.
Kaj Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Theleron will have to pay yet another fine. Hello again, adventurer. I hope you wipe those and would...
Where is that book? Pirate's Life.
Kaj Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't
I think it was on a table somewhere.
Theleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Ah, there we are. Read. We'll do the same thing as before. Pictures of the pages, and then I can cheat. Oops. Sorry, I keep bumping the microphone. I know I don't have
Kaj Dinor.
anything to stop that from making it sound awful.
Theleron will
Someday,
have to pay
maybe.
Yet another fine.
Okay, let's go. Put on a play. Depending on how long that takes, it might be the last thing we do today. Chicken. You have any more information for me, chicken?
Those dark-robed nuts really ruffle my feathers.
Are they still sneaking around, though?
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Step right up.
I'll figure out who murdered.
So all the chickens are trying to figure out. Save.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage? What is it this time? Katarina's given the go-ahead, has she? Oh, very well then.
She sure has.
Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places and gather you whatever crowd of drunken yokels can be prevailed upon to watch you flail about on stage.
Okay. All right, I'm ready to begin.
Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do just fine. May the show begin!
I'd like to do a two-man show.
Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Let's begin.
Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is.
You're gonna make me physically wait. Come on, game. You can do better than this. No, I'll wait, I guess. Is that it? You're gonna have two people? All right.
The stage is yours.
Okay, so what are the words here? My gods, could it be there? Look. Right, like starving aboard this death barge. Enough serious. I can't take another moment aboard this death barge. I'm starving.
Oh, come on. We haven't got all day.
Yeah, enough serious. I can't take another. Stage is yours.
The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
My gods, could it be there? Look.
Bravo!
Bravo!
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
What is it? Are we out of fresh water?
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
Yeah, I'm really doing a great job. Look, Seal, there beyond the mist. It's...
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats.
Land.
Push them over.
Yeah, let's finish this crowd off.
Gasps ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
Land, my sweet... And what shall we call it?
The
Cyseal.
crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
Doesn't feel like that's what I did, but okay.
You there! What is it this time? Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was, well, nearly enjoyable. I suppose you earned yourself a little something for your trouble. Wouldn't you agree?
My word!
Okay, did you give me something? Maybe she wants to it.
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katerina's number one. As I said, speak to
Okay.
Calling you. What is it this time?
You think about too much show?
Now, let's not make a scene. I already told you you were not exactly terrible.
Okay, but you didn't give me anything. Was he supposed to give me something?
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
So we're supposed to do something else?
Performers, showmen.
This here is the greatest
Maybe I talked to Gallagher here.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Red... Well, drawing a crowd's what I do best, and I'd be glad to do it for your little show. 100 gold up front, and yours will be the hottest ticket in Cyseal.
Who knew Elliot, who is said to have known...
Does that mean I have to do it again?
The king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave...
You're lost, buddy.
I might load... I wonder if it didn't, I wonder if it didn't script it properly. That seems like a mistake.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Let's see if we go to him first.
Aye, what are you looking at me? Well, drawing a crowd's what I do best. And I'd 98, 99, 100. Looks like all's in order, Chief. So, ready for a bigger crowd than you can shake a stick at? Stand back and watch this.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Performers, showmen, show all... What is it this time? Katerina, tell me when you're ready to begin and I'll show you to your places. Ready for your trial by fire. Not planning on playing...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity.
Let's let him do his work.
Shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer.
I wonder if I can remember all the answers. Probably not, because I'm stupid. I'm not known for my great memory. I'm really bad with names, too. I always forget people's names. I don't do it on purpose. I try to be good. Well, the crowd seems bigger. Let's begin.
The stage is yours.
Enough serious. I can't take another moment aboard this death barge. I think that's it.
The crowd seems to know the tale. They
My gods, could it be their
approve of
look?
your
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
What is it? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak in the hull?
Simply marvelous.
The crowd seem quite impressed with your
Look,
delivery.
Celia, there beyond the mist. It's...
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
Good show.
The crowd gasps. They're on
Land.
the edge of their seats. Go on. Push them over. Gasps ring out across the audience.
Land, my sweet,
They
land
must
at
know how it
last,
ends.
and we
They
shall call
simply
it
must.
Cyseal. Cyseal. Whatever.
The crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
Awesome.
I haven't seen a show like that in years. I'm all a quiver.
I haven't seen a show like that in years.
I'm all a quiver.
Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
All right, how was that, you asshole?
What is it this time? Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was, well, nearly enjoyable. I suppose you earned yourself a little something for your trouble. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you gonna give me anything, or... I'm gonna look this up. Stage Master Chaucer. Quest. Warming the crowd. Speak with either Cedric or Gallagher in the southern part of Cyseal town to initiate the quest. Speak to Gallagher and report back to Cedric after learning that Gallagher is a crowd warmer. Speak to Gallagher again and try to convince him to warm Cedric's crowd instead. Oh, I have to do it for him. Follow these steps to fail the RPS check with Gallagher. Gallagher in the southern part of Cyseal Low to initiate the quest. Do not bribe him, you will only attract a couple of people at your stage, making it nigh on impossible to perform the last step. Speak with stage masters to start either a one-man show or a two-man show. Read the following books in the library for source material. Complete the play and steal Nick's head. Oh. That's what I'm supposed to do. Shit.
What is it this time?
Oh, Cedric is the guy I'm supposed to... Okay, I messed that up.
Can't you hear the stage calling you?
I messed that up. I mean, it didn't make itself super clear also. So, we'll deal with... Oh, boy.
My word.
We met an enchanter's severed head who asked us to take him to Reginald's cellar to talk in privacy.
Bravo! Bravo!
And we have that key that was Reginald's. Okay, so we gotta steal that head. Don't know that I want to do that right now. Well, I think I'm gonna call it. I don't think I have much more in me, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry. We did the best that we could, I think. Yeah, I think this is a good save point, and I'll try to remember what we were doing next time. So, hopefully I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Let's... Menu. Yes. So, I think we did okay. There again, sorry, if I was feeling better, I'd try to do a better job here. But hopefully tomorrow we can get started on time, so, you know, do another early morning stream, or if I have time in the evening, maybe I can do an evening stream, or split the day, do, you know, 4 hours in the morning, do a couple hours at night. That might be an option too. It just depends on how I'm doing tomorrow. I just woke up today not feeling so hot, unfortunately. But I do appreciate anybody who came out to check us out today. And if you guys are watching the videos afterwards, I do really appreciate all of that, of course. And hopefully we can get into some more Divinity tomorrow and actually actually get some stuff done. Well, we should be able to finish that quest with the head. I'm gonna read up on that though, just to make sure that I don't mess it up. But it seems like it's pretty straightforward. Once I get the crowd out of there, I just have to very quickly go from the stage over to where the crowd is, or to the head is, and hopefully his master isn't also standing there. But I probably wouldn't have figured that out if I didn't look it up. Because there again, I'm bad at video games. But let's call it there. Thank you guys all for sticking around. I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday. Spend your afternoon doing something productive or something fun. Spend it with loved ones, I hope, if it's possible. I know that's harder to do these days, but if you can, that would be great. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for checking me out.